Hey, it's Mikko Maya, and today we'll be talking about the nomadic government. Generally, when you play as a nomadic, you either settle as tribal or settle as feudal, sometimes as Icta or monastic feudal, and then just continue playing the game as tribal feudal, Icta, monastic feudal. Or you just conquer all the world with your forces and you pillage every holding and so on and so forth. This is a general case, but all those outcomes are united by one thing. So you can't go back to nomadic if you settled. That's the biggest rule of the game. Well, again, you can't go back with the general tools, with the events, or I don't know, with the decisions and so on and so forth. However, there's a specific course of actions that you can do, that you can perform, and you will become nomadic regardless of which guy you are playing, or which government you are playing. So, just choosing up the random guy, anyone can become even a count, even a merchant, republic, patrician, and so on and so forth. So it really doesn't matter whom you choose. The only matters is that you should be able to produce daughters. And let's choose, I don't know, Prussian, this guy, just for using it in the controlled environment. Yeah, I'm not using Ironman again, because I'm doing this in the controlled environment, because I'll be using cheats, just to show you how to do this. But this can certainly be done without cheats and in the Ironman mode. Totally. Let's start the game. The first thing to do is to get some kind of succession law that allows you to elect your own heir. This is kind of very important, I would say. Elective Gavelkind is pretty good. Then Tenistry, you can do Tenistry. It's rather hard with open succession in Muslims, but still doable. And the other thing, it's well, really possible with Elective Kingdom or something like this. I forgot how it's called properly. So we'll be doing this just immediately. Step number 2. You need to produce a daughter. So let's find a wife, a proper wife. Well, any wife, because, well, the one who hates us the less. And we are lucky enough to have the daughter quite immediately. Next step is to arrange a matrilineal betrothal and then marriage to get a potential claimant into your court. So, potential claimant of a horde. What should you choose? Let's see the realms and see. You should not start with the Khaganate, or what, Khagan, and so on and so forth. You should start only with the guys who are Khans, well, lower, king tier subordinates of Khagan. This is rather important because, well, unless we have a Khaganate which owns only one province and so on, this is rather important. This is, I would say, very important. When you inherit in future, right? When you will inherit something, you will inherit Khaganate, and Khaganate already has some rules. It already has some subordinates like this horde, and just revoking titles and doing something great will won't come handy for you. However, if you just get this Khan, well, not this one, we will find a proper one, I'll show it. You just get the Khanate, not Khaganate, yeah? You get the Khanate and become a horde. From the start, we don't have any Khans with many children, with many male children. This is the best thing that I have found, and of course he won't be able to marry, well, he will be able to marry her, but not matrilineally. This is kind of a big problem. It can be overcome if you have if this guy has, for example, 4 brothers, or if we marry a guy who is, I think, the 5th in the row of succession. Let's get the example right here. We already have 4 here, some Khans and so on and so forth, and the fifth child will be eligible for matrilineal marriage. I've already made him a bunch of children, and it's pretty nice. We have pretty many children in the succession, 5 of them. Well, children and brothers and parents and so on. But this guy is out of succession right now, so he's the 6th. Oh no, not this. He's the 6th in the line of succession. So basically, now we can matrilineally marry this guy. The main thing is that we need to marry these guys, and they need to come of age, because if they, for example, this guy dies, he will transfer only weak claim to his sons who have not come of age. And we certainly need a claimant with a strong claim, because it will be very important again for us. And here we go. They are already of age. The betrothed can marry. Awesome. Oh, pretty good. Now we need to make them produce a baby of your dynasty, because he will be your dynasty. Wilkes, Prussian, remove one, doesn't matter. He will be able to transfer the claim of his father, strong claim, as soon as his own father dies. And there we go, they have a baby. He's our grandson. He's an imbecile, but it's alright, it's totally good. So I didn't expect this, but okay, let it be so. Now he needs to come of age as well. There we go. We have an imbecile child who is now, well, our grandson. He is, by the way, the only eligible member of our dynasty, so, well, it's totally fine. Our next step is to transfer to our son-in-law the strong claim of this thing. So let's transfer it. We'll kill this guy, simply. And there we go, we have a strong claim right here. However, we don't need to press this claim right now at the very least. Well, we could press this strong claim, but it won't help us anyways. We need our heir of our dynasty to become the member of the horde, not this guy, because if, for example, well, there's a specific rule for nomadic guys. If your child or anyone from your dynasty is not of your culture, this means he can't inherit. And that's a big problem with the hordes. You can't just assign your heirs to some guardians and change your whole horde culture accordingly. Well, just for example, invite a Hindustani guy to quickly become Hindustani horde. That's the in-game limitation for the nomadic government. Our grandson or our claimant of this Khanate, how is it called? Bulanid clan, he needs to get a claim. And to get a claim, his father should die. Bam! Our heir has a weak claim. But we can't press this weak claim. The only, well, I would say the only possible cases when you can press a claim only happens when the person who holds this title is either under regency, so he should be either a child, or he should be imprisoned, or he should be incapable, or maybe, I don't know, go on pilgrimage or on Hajj, I don't know, something like this. This is the first thing. And the second thing is when the claimant is the second or third to this title. So if we, for example, killed these guys, all of these our heir could press this claim. So that's the point. So let's, I don't know, put this guy into prison. And there we go. So now we can press our weak claim. And we will do this. I will immediately win this war with the cheat code yes man, and let's enforce demands. And here we go. We have our heir, Prussian, nomadic, Romuvan horde. Now it's time what to do? Well, to die. And there we go. We are nomadic, we are Romuvan, we are Prussian, and we are horde. So yeah, you already have these titles. Well, everything that should belong to you, it already just passes to you. So it's totally fine to have it. Yeah, now you can play a horde game. Usually, yeah, you will have this Booleanite KN8. Your image will be based on your house and so on and so forth. But you are, the first thing first, you are the emperor title. You are now a Kagan, not a Khan of some kind. You can do whatever you want. One more thing that I didn't mention. How to destroy your character, or, well, not just destroy, but get the inheritance active. There's a specific trick. You need to imprison some guys several times until they just decide to declare war on you. And in this war, they will try to put your heir on the throne instead of you. So basically, that means that you will abdicate, and you will immediately settle as a Khan. So it's not that big of a deal to die. Or you can imprison many people just immediately and make your spy master the guy with the worst opinion against you. So yeah, that's the basic reason. So you can get this guy as a spy master and he will kill you at some point. This works in Ironman, even with the count title, even with the count only with one, I don't know, with one thing in your province. So, well, like this, anyway. But it, of course, it has some problems, because you need to just direct everything so that everything plays out like you want, and it's pretty hard. Then you need to win the war, actually win the war, with the help of allies or with the help of mercenaries. It really depends. It really depends on your current situation. And the last thing is, well, you just need some luck. Sometimes you just need some luck, and that's it. So that's how you make a Prussian Romuvan horde. Right here, right now. So yeah, this is great. Oh, one more thing. Sometimes when you do the same, you just take only one of the provinces. Well, not you exactly, but your heir. He takes only one province, and the other province becomes just unsettled place. So I can't, not the desert place, not the deserted place, but just unsettled. In, I don't know, several days, in a month or so, it will change either to either of the neighbors. If you like this video, you can always give me a like or dislike or just subscribe if you feel like doing so. Thanks a lot, and I'm gone.